We are alive.
Yes.
Oh, wait. I forgot to send the link. I already sent the link once in the it's already there, right? Yes,
On
under
the
the
community
community.
tab?
Yes, if you're a member, if you want to join, if you're a what is it called?
Hell's
Top tier
CEO.
member.
Yeah,
Top
like the 2 or
tier.
3 top tiers.
Anything above Satan's Minions member or patron. If you're a patron, the link has already been sent to you. If you're a top tier member, you could join me and Susanna here. But don't worry, we'll still pay attention to the live chat to see what the questions are. Soha is saying audio is great. Thank you, Soha. Harshit is here. You need the power of Satan. Wow, that's a okay. Yes, you do. Hello, everyone. Okay, cool. Assalamu alaikum, ya Armin. That's from Danishmand. What else do we have? Oh, we have Hindu historian here. Who else do we have? Okay, guys,
Idris.
we have
Idris is
some.
here.
Yeah, Idris is here, guys. But send us some questions. By the
Well,
way,
we got a super chat.
oh, we already got a super chat. We haven't even started. Oh, but
Yeah,
the
like
super chat
hours before, like
hours
3
before.
hours.
Yes.
Yeah, so thank you,
Thank you
Square
so
Yellow
much for the
Paper
500.
Warthog 1950.
Yeah.
And then they attached a question with that. With animal muscles being grown in petri dishes, does this mean Muslims will be able to eat pork derivatives? Is that covered in the Quran?
No, the Quran does not mention anything about animal muscles being grown in petri dishes. It doesn't clarify anything about that. So
things not predicted in 7th century Arabia.
No, and in fact, the whole pork thing. Yeah, okay. So no, the Quran doesn't clarify. Yeah,
I wonder
I don't
if it
know.
would be fine because I know, like in biblical law, a lot of the precedent for dietary restrictions was around like hygiene standards at the time, right? And pork was known for not being hygienic. So if that was the motivation behind at least those biblical laws, like if it's grown in a petri dish, that would take care of those concerns hypothetically. But then people don't actually interpret it that way nowadays. So I don't know.
Jesus. They're gonna come up. They're gonna be disagreements in this. It's gonna be
Yeah.
weird. By the way, Susanna, when your audio goes above a certain level, it cuts, go like that. So make sure you buy a new headset, okay? Bisha Mountain is saying, first question of the day: what's your favorite hentai? Mine is the God Delusion by Satanist artist Richard Dawkins. Wait a minute. Where's the? I don't know. I haven't seen any.
Oh, that's sexy.
Wait, I have two. I have another. What? This is my original God Delusion, but I have this one. And can I brag about something? Okay, so this is my God Delusion. Okay.
Oh, it's gonna be signed.
Of course.
Damn.
Okay, I can brag about this, but I don't know if I'm gonna mention the story again, even though a lot of you know this. But this is a bragging right that I have. God Delusion signed. But I have a bigger bragging right than that. My own book.
Yes.
Why There Is No God. I have witnesses. Wait, let me take the hentai stuff away before I mention this. Okay. I was at this event in London with Ali. Was it in London? No, it was somewhere else. With Ali Rizvi. And Richard Dawkins walks up to me with my book in his hand, and he tells me, Armin, would you sign this for me? I do not know if that was the best day of my life. That was definitely the best day of my life. Imagine that. Richard Dawkins coming up to me with my book in his hand and asking me to sign my book for him. That was crazy. Anyways, if I had no witnesses, nobody would have believed this. People would think that I made this up.
Hussein is asking, Susanna, if you become Muslim to become ex-Muslim, what will be your Muslim name? I like the name Sadia a lot.
Muslim name? You mean Arabic name?
Well,
There
that's
is no
why I
Muslim.
assumed what they meant
Yes.
is Arabic
Yes.
name, because most converts choose an Arabic name when they become
Right.
Muslim. But technically, if we're all born Muslims, then I already am an ex-Muslim. So think about it.
So Susanna is a Muslim name, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, it comes from the Hebrew Shoshana, but
Oh, we got to wait. But okay, so we have a super chat, $5 super chat. Why is it so bright when I highlight the super chat? It's so hard to read. They were saying, hey, did you think 50 to 100 years from now, descendants of today's Muslims will suffer from Muslim guilt just like many whites suffer from white guilt?
like they'll feel bad for the Arab conquest?
I mean,
I don't know.
They already feel. The Shias at least already have Muslim guilt. Would they be hitting themselves for feeling guilt for hitting themselves before?
Oh
No. Okay.
wow. There are
Okay. No.
levels to this.
Okay. So the white guilt, I don't think so, because the white guilt is a very unique phenomenon that has never existed in history ever before. I have, I don't. Yeah, you think about it, Susanna. Think when has ever you've seen? When have you ever seen a tribe being bigoted against itself to this scale ever?
To
To
my
hate them.
knowledge, I have not seen that before.
It doesn't exist. So
just because I don't know about it doesn't mean that it hasn't existed before, though.
yeah, but yeah, it hasn't existed to the scale ever in history. Okay, bigotry is common in history,
Big
but
claim.
never self bigotry. I've never seen self bigotry doesn't exist as an example of self bigotry to this extent. So, given how unique this situation is, I don't think it's likely for it to happen in other places. Whoa, we get another super chat. Thank you. You read it. It's about you.
Skeptic46 gave us 3 Swiss francs. Thank you. Saying the thumbnail of Susanna is hurting my religious feelings. Because I'm assuming that's because I'm wearing the Kali and Sita shirt in the thumbnail.
Or maybe because you're looking too sexy and it's haram or something. Yeah.
True.
Yes.
Beth Graham is saying, have you ever had the opportunity to meet any other famous atheists? Armin has met a lot, given he's been doing this for 15 years.
We haven't just met them; we interviewed them. We go search for my interview of Sam Harris on Secular Jihadists. I've interviewed Steven Pinker. Yeah,
lots of people.
Yeah, lots of people.
We just talked about Dawkins, Dr. Daryl Ray, Matt Dillahunty.
And not only we met. I have been the honor of being blocked by famous atheists.
Oh, are we gonna get into that right now?
Yeah, me and Matt Dillahunty used to get along. I considered him a great friend. And then, another famous atheist, David Silverman. And in fact, because when David Silverman was being canceled by everybody, I invited him on Atheist Republic. That's how I got blocked by Matt Dillahunty for having David Silverman on Atheist Republic. So
that was like a year ago.
Yeah. So not only we have, I have a lot of videos and pictures, and I met with Matt Dillahunty a lot of times. How I forgot. James Ramsey, the great Ramsey. Right? Randy, sorry, I forgot. Sorry, I'm bad.
James Randi.
Yeah, I met James Randi. Not only did I meet James Randi, I tied him up for a magic trick. And I should have had the video. I should have a video. Hold on.
And Skeptic 46 sent us another 3 Swiss francs. Thank you. Saying Streamlabs. Armin can't even ask a proper
Okay.
question.
I will get that. I don't know how to do that. Would that be?
Oh,
would
you
you
also
be able?
met Seth Andrews.
If Andrews? Oh yeah, how could I
Interviewed
forget?
him.
Jesus Christ. Yes, but okay.
A lot
So,
of
what was I gonna say? Would Streamlabs? If I want to use Streamlabs, it could only work if it gets somehow I manage to integrate that with StreamYards. Okay. So wait, can I brag about another famous atheist that I met, James Randi? Here, look,
Go
let
for
me
it.
show you. I'm sorry, I need to do this.
You're so
No, I'm not sorry.
The Recluse. Oh, never mind.
All right, so this is James Randi.
R.I.P. R.I.P. King.
R.I.P. And that's me.
Look at you.
Okay. Okay. If you want to charter all of a sudden. Now, I'm going to, well, first of all, I forgot to ask a critical question. Do you happen to have either one of you a piece of rope about that long? Oh, what a shame. Well, by a strange and somewhat contrived coincidence. That's exactly the right length. I want you to hold on to your end, please. Thank you, sir. Hold on to your end. All right. Now, both hands. All right. I want you to heave on it. Make sure that it doesn't fall apart or unscrew. Yes. Is that a good piece of rope? Yeah. All right. You can let go now. It is my rope after all. I'm going to remove my wristwatch here. I wouldn't want anything to happen to that. No. Okay. Now I'm going to ask these two gentlemen to do their very best to tie my hands together. Okay. And I want you to put some pull into it. Don't try to spare me. I hate to be spared. You know. That would be all right. Would you hold on to your end? Sure. That's it. Okay. Hold on to your end, please. Pull on it very tightly. Oh, the pain. That's not harder than that. That's it.
Armin, your face.
Don't tear the suit. I'll have to buy it. Hold on, come on. Leave on it. Both have that, and now tie another knot on top of that. Yes, please. All right. Is there room for another knot?
Yes.
Yeah. I can see if it is. All right. Now that's good and tight. Not giving away or anything like that, right? Okay. All right. Okay. Now I'm going to try to release myself from this as you saw me on TV. This is, yeah, can you sneak in there? I don't know about that. I want you to
You're like, oh, what? Cute.
Anyways, that was that. Okay, so
Recluse, thank you for the compliment.
Aw. Thoughts on the conspiracy theory that Flight 93 plane that crashed in Pennsylvania field was shot down by a fighter jet sounds moronic.
I'm not familiar with that at all.
Everything is possible, but sounds like
everything is possible with our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it was Jesus Christ, and that shut
Jesus Christ.
Lucas, oh wait, it's tragedy, Susanna. Don't laugh. Luke is saying, wait, you didn't even piss Matt off personally. You just platformed someone who he disagreed with. That's slightly anticlimactic. I was expecting some epic Twitter drama. Disappointing. Yeah, I'm actually, basically just for platforming somebody he doesn't like. He blocked me. I still consider him a hero. I still like Matt Delante. I still appreciate everything he did, even though he hates my guts now. So, does our life force go on or dies with us? I don't know what your definition of life force is, but probably any definition of life force that you could come up with, it dies with us. There's, Oh, okay. If you're talking about like energy and that, okay, then any energy that you have in your body, it 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 goes. It doesn't die, but it's nothing special about it. It's basically just like heat. Okay, there's nothing special about the energy in your body. That and not only that stays, but the energy that you have right now in your body, none of that energy is the energy that you had just like a day, like 5 days ago, right? So again, I don't know what you mean by life force. Life force, what the hell
Yeah.
are you talking about? Like energy, okay? Because if you go out for a run, I'm pretty sure like you could get rid of that energy that you have in your body after like day of running. I don't know. It's just like you guys, yeah. There's,
We
I
got
think you're.
another super chat
Oh, we did. Okay.
by Tyrant Tex. Thank you for the $10. Oh my gosh. And Islamic countries ban marriages between non-Muslim men and Muslim women. Is this not a human rights violation? What can be done to make it legal? Muslim women should have the right to be with a non-Muslim man. Yeah, I mean, I'm 100% pro interfaith marriage. That would have to be challenged on a country by country basis. Probably with very specific cases making it through various court systems, given that they give a damn about secular law.
Okay. Yeah, it really depends on the country, and usually it's not going to be that easy. For some countries, the best chance we have is to completely topple the government. But again, when it comes to human rights violations, this is not even on the top of the list of the violations that we need to be concerned about. Like in countries where marriages between non-Muslim men and Muslim women is illegal, those are usually countries that are doing a lot of other human rights violations that are way higher on my list. I mean, I'm not saying you shouldn't be concerned about this one, but I'm just saying me personally, there are many things in those countries that are greater violations of human rights.
Yeah.
But again, this is also a violation of human rights, right? Okay, so Rishi is saying, have you read Dr. Ambedkar's view on Islam and Muslims and other religions? Ambedkar also wrote the Constitution of Independence in India. I haven't, and it's really amazing that some of you think that I could just like, how many books do you think I could read every week? You know how much content I'm consuming every week? How many books is on my list? Like I'm trying to get to finishing a book every 2 weeks. And given how much news that I need to cover every day as well, it's really hard for me to, guys, when I decide, given how many books is on my list to read, every time I decide to add a book to my list, it shouldn't be an information that is good to have. It should be the best information for me to have, right? So given that there's this thing called an information diet, okay? Every time you're deciding to pick a book, you have to understand, pick a book or a YouTube video or a podcast to listen to. You have to understand that it's coming at an opportunity cost, because for every book that you're reading, there are many other books that you're not reading, right? So every time I'm deciding to pick up a book, I'm not asking, is it a good idea to read this book? I'm asking myself, is it the best idea to read this book? Because for the book that I'm reading, what book am I not reading in that time, right? So I have to take into account not just the benefit from reading a book, but also the opportunity cost of reading a book. That's called being on an information diet, okay? What else?
I don't even have time to read because all I do is work. I work one job and then I go work a different job. So
would you prefer shorter book suggestions? Well,
I don't think he needs any more.
I have a lot of books already on my list. Okay, so let me just tell you, there are three types of information I consume. Okay, print books, physical books, basically audiobooks, and either podcasts or YouTube videos. Okay, podcasts and YouTube videos are for me to get updated on what's happening around the world. I listen to those on double speed. And that's usually how I start my day. Audiobooks, I listen to audiobooks on double speed And that's also to be able to get into through as many books as I possibly can. So if it's a book that I need to know, it has to be an audiobook, because if it's in print, a physical book, there's no way I'm going to be able to go through it as fast as I want. Okay, so if I read a book physically, that means I'm spending that time not consuming an audiobook that I could finish a lot faster if I was listening to it in double speed, right? And I usually, when I'm reading it, going through an audiobook, I'm doing it while exercising. So I managed to get two things done at the same time. So I'm taking advantage of my time very, very efficiently, right? I can't just sit there somewhere, read a book, not do something else, because that's like a time that is being spent on not being able to exercise while I'm consuming a book. Okay. That's why I love audiobooks, because I'm free. My hands are free to do another thing at the same time. I do print books. That's the third one. I do print books specifically for enjoyment before I go to bed, and that's not for me to finish certain to be able to go through content. That's for pure enjoyment, and I try to slow that as much as possible, because I'm not trying to go out through like half an hour every night before I go to sleep. I try to like pick a print book that I know that I'm going to enjoy reading. I don't care about what I'm learning as much, even though I am learning something. It's just for the pure enjoyment, and that is specifically supposed to be slow. But go on, Susanna, what do you guys? Next question. Oh, we got a super chat. What?
Nothing.
What? What?
So we got
I'm
another
telling
super
people-
chat from Sid
Why?
Dave.
Wait. Why are you
Oh,
upset?
no.
I'm telling people.
I'm not upset.
Okay, I'm teaching people about my information consumption techniques. It's very good information. This is, I
Okay.
think it's useful to some people. Okay, go on.
I'm sorry. I just get bored of it because I hear about it all the time.
Yeah, but people are new here just
I
because
know.
you're.
I know. Okay.
Mm.
I know. So Dave, thank you for the $5 super chat. Saying, what do you think about cousin marriage? Is it incest? In Muslim cultures, it is common, but in India or Western culture, cousins are considered siblings. Well, in Western culture, cousins are definitely not considered siblings. There are some people who are like siblings with their cousins, maybe because their families grow up more collectively or near each other than other families, but it's still not, I don't think, considered the same. Is it incest? Yes, it is 100% incest. What do I think about it? I think it is an extremely harmful practice that creates a burden on society, given the amount of inbreeding and really painful conditions that arise because of arise in children who are born out of cousin marriages. Yeah, so I think it should be completely illegal.
This is an easy one by Katie. Katie's. Oh yeah, and thank you so much, Sid, for the super chat. Kate, and I agree with Susanna. Katie saying, which one would you say is the worst book in terms of just the idea, not the scale of the damage, Bible or the Quran? I want to say, but I want to say scale of the damage is the Bible, because without Christianity, you wouldn't even have Islam.
Mhm.
So scale of damage, it would be the Bible. Remember, Islam started as a small Christian cult. So yeah, so the Bible is responsible for the Quran. But yes, when it comes to just idea, definitely Quran, because Quran is a lot more political than the Bible.
That's actually not why I think the Quran is worse.
Right.
I think the Quran is worse because it claims to be the absolute and perfect word of God, setting the stage for absolutism.
Right.
And prohibiting scrutiny, which is much more dangerous. There's nowhere in the Bible that claims to be the perfect word of God,
We got
which
two more.
lends it to more reformation of the sort. So Skeptic 46 sent us 5 Swiss francs. Thank you. Can we talk about this mofo comedy a little? Do you think he was an idealist, or was he doing this? Was he doing his own thing for money and power? This mofo.
I think like a lot of cult leaders, they started with being an idealist, but once they got the power, they started liking it. Again, I can't read minds, especially given that they're dead. But I think if I had to guess, and I have no evidence for this, so just this is a hypothesis, it's not a theory, but I think a lot of people start by being an idealist, especially given the sacrifices that he had to make for his idealism. It couldn't have been originally for power and money, because of the price you had to pay for your activism, right? But once you do get the power and the money, then you start like, I like this. And given his lifestyle and things, the things that he changed in his life and the way he lived after, it seemed like it turned into being for money and power. Actually, if you look at the story of Muhammad, it seems like it is, again, the fake story of Muhammad seems like Muhammad also started as an idealist, even the fictional character, and then turned into being for power and money. And I bet you Jesus' story would have, if Jesus' rebellion failed, okay, he was killed by the Romans, but I think Jesus' story would have been very similar to Muhammad's story if he got the chance to actually win against the Romans and the temples and managed to rule a little bit. I bet you it would be a little bit different. Wait, is that Jesus on your shirt?
It is Jesus. My man
Okay.
Jesus right here.
Well, show us. Wait, can I see the shirt? What is this?
I got it
Oh,
today. It's from a
wow.
designer I'm friends with in Spain.
Interesting.
She made special edition versions of this with Cristo. And I was like, oh my God, Cristo? That's me. I'm on it.
That's it. That's too sexy for it to be a Christian shirt.
But, well, actually, that leads me to a question that I want to ask you, but I'll do that after the super chat.
Okay.
So, Skeptic46, and
What?
thank you for the 3 Swiss francs, saying, didn't he live pretty simple even after the revolution? I believe following up talking about hominy.
Ooh, no, actually, no. That's what I thought until after I've seen recent videos of the places he lived. That is actually pretty dope. No, he had this whole garden that was gifted to him, a beautiful house. He seemed like to have a very good life after. So, yeah.
And we got some quick super chats. Shoot, I wish I could still remember all my hiragana. Ends with desu. So anyway, this Japanese name that I can only remember how to read half of sent us 19 rupees super sticker of a little face going like or no, it's happy. It's going so thank you for the super sticker. And then wait, we got another super chat.
Oh, we did?
Klaus Balder, $5 saying, why so much hate? Now, this is very vague.
Yes.
Yeah. Why?
From who towards us?
Yeah, why do people hate us? Well, there's a lot of reasons.
Yeah, but thank you so much for the super chat. Okay, why so much hate towards us? I think that's what he or she means.
So assuming that's what you meant, because we come after every sacred cow. We're going after all of them.
That's basically it.
Yeah.
That's exactly.
Wait, no, but I had a question. So, what do you think is the sexiest religion, and why is it Catholicism?
I don't think it's you think this. Yeah, it's Hinduism, obviously the sexiest religion. They have Kali.
Oh, I should have known.
Yes.
Yeah, but obviously I'm biased. So I think it's Catholicism.
Well, I mean, the more sex negative you are, actually, the more taboo sex becomes. And if sex is taboo, it does become kind of sexy too.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
And why is it Catholicism?
Why is it Catholic? Okay, this one. We did get another super chat.
In other words, simplified version of your book in a YouTube animated series or something which new people can follow easily without having background knowledge. This seems like half a question. Asking for an animated version of your book. Well, half of the audio book is available.
Yeah. We will make the rest available at some point. In fact, I want my book to be the Arabic and Persian translations of my book, which are available for free, by the way, in PDF. I want to make those into Arabic audiobook version of my book and Arabic Persian version of my book to become freely available on YouTube at some point. So if I can find any narrators who would do that for free, I would also make it available for free. If I can't,
why don't you just narrate your own book in Farsi?
Nobody wants to listen to me for like 2 hours. I was just saying on the
They
topic
already
of
do on the channel. What are you talking about?
no, but if they want to listen to an audiobook, we need a professional. Come on. I was just saying, yeah, actually, if we get to a certain level of patrons, I'm gonna just hire professionals to do that, right? So I think like I don't know when we can afford this. Yeah, if we get to 300 patrons, I think we should be able to afford hiring professional narrators to make audio version of my book in Persian and Arabic, and we will put it on our Persian and Arabic channel for free, YouTube channel for free. Okay, so
Well,
that's
when we
what
get 500 patrons, we're going to start translating our most important videos too
yes.
into
Actually, yeah, maybe
Arabic,
500.
Farsi, and Malay at
Yes.
least.
Yes. Afshin saying, on the topic of Khomeini, did you see his face in the moon, Armin? I was a baby back then. So, wait, when was that?
Just a little baby.
Yeah, no. Okay, no, actually, I wasn't even born. But how long did the whole Khomeini face in the moon last? Was it like. No. Yeah, that didn't last that long. So, I wasn't even born.
Somebody asked, wait.
Oh.
Oh, wait.
Wait, no, this one first. Which mythology are you most interested in learning? One from each of you. Okay.
That's tough. So when I was a kid, I was always really obsessed with Greek and Norse mythology. So I know Greek mythology pretty well. It, how it bleeds into Roman mythology as well. Right now, I'm very curious about like Zoroastrian mythology because I have almost no familiarity with that. And also learning more about Santeria. Santeria is really interesting, especially because I have a friend who is becoming Santos. So, yeah.
I'm actually more interested into going, when I find the time, is to going into looking at the origins of the story, like going back to Judaism, but also the missing parts, and also Christianity, the Gospels that didn't make it in, especially
the Gnostic Gospels are fascinating.
Yes, but also the mythology of the origins of the devil. I would be very interested in studying the origins of the devil and what aspects of it came from what religion. I already have a book on the history of the devil. It's pre-Christian origins, it's pre-Judaism origins, and how it evolved into other religions. It's basically its evolution from one religion to another, right? So it's not a specific. It's basically not a specific religion. It's a character across multiple religions that I would be interested in studying at some point.
Gronk is asking, is Susanna half Asian? Okay, first of all, I think it's like hilarious when people like try to make my ethnicity more interesting than it is. No, I'm just a white girl. I have Scottish, French, German, English, and Irish ancestry primarily. But I know the most about my Scottish ancestry.
Okay, before we go to the super chat, we got another super chat. But Eunice is saying, what's going to happen when Khamenei dies? Any ideas who's going to take his place? Raisi, I think. That's the best guess right now. But anything could happen. I mean, when Khomeini died, it wasn't supposed to. Originally, everybody thought it was going to be. It wasn't going to be Khamenei who was going to take his place, right? The Motahari guy who was supposed to be taking his place went under house arrest once he showed his disdain for all the executions. So anything could happen. But I think, like, I know this is like a controversial thing to say. I think Khamenei's grip on power is like even more solid right now than Khomeini's. Even though Khomeini had a lot more loyalists, I think the systems and the processes that have been put in place in the Islamic Republic right now are a lot more organized than when Khomeini was alive. So I think the transition process is going to become a lot more smoother than what it was like when it went from Khomeini to Khamenei. So I think if they have somebody in mind already, it's going to be that person, because they already have put all the everything in place to make sure that the transition does happen the way they want it. So if they want Raisi to take his place, it's going to be Raisi. But I'm not sure. It seems like that's the person they want, but I'm not. You can never know exactly what's happening behind the curtain. Okay, super chat. Thank you so much for the super chat, Tyrone Tex. Do you want to read this one, Susanna?
Well, this name in the middle scares me. Do you know about Musaliman, who was also a prophet claimant in the 7th century Arabia and nearly defeated Muhammad's followers? It seems there may be many crazy religious prophets claimants in Arabia.
Oh yeah, there was the war. There was the War of the Prophets. Even there were
that's badass.
Yeah, there was a war called the War of the Prophets. It wasn't just one or two. There was a lot of people who were claiming prophethood, and a lot of people were claiming prophethood right after Muhammad died as well. Abu Bakr and Omar and Osman had to shut them down one by one, and so this was a major thing. And it's very interesting because at time of Muhammad, there was a whole bunch of people that were claiming prophethood, and at time of Jesus, a lot of people were claiming prophethood as well. So the stories that you hear after, many years after, it make it seem like there was just one main guy and a lot of people, like crazy people. But if you were in there at the time, there was just a whole bunch of people claiming prophethood, and the victors just rewrote history to make it seem like they were the main guy, right?
So Jesus didn't claim to be a prophet; he claimed to be the Messiah. That's a different level.
No, I'm not. Okay, so I'm just saying whatever the claim was, this whole idea of similar claims to either Jesus or Muhammad was just flowing around all the time, right? Especially demigods, children born from a virgin. I don't know, being son of God. There's a lot of differences, but basically the theme was the same, right? Some special divine authority.
Wait, there was a question I wanted to answer.
Thank you so much for the super chat.
Yes, thank you. Hubble is saying, what do you think about the Turkish guy that ripped up the Quran and getting targeted by millions? His name is Ibrahim. Yeah, Ibrahim Atabe. So I really want to cover this story. However, I've only been able to find articles about him in Turkish. I know that this is a really big story going around the Turkish community in general, but to cover it, I need to find an article in English. The only thing I've been able to find in English is Apostate Prophet's video on him. So if you find any articles about Ibrahim in English, please send it to me either on the Discord channel. We have a news suggestions channel, or you could send it to me on Twitter. And my Twitter is linked below. And because I really want to talk about this story. Have you heard about this, Armin?
Yes, I saw.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad he's living in Germany. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I saw. I think Apostate Prophet in his video showed that some people were like, "Haha, he's gonna get arrested," and they're like, "So he lives in Germany." So they were kind of, it was a letdown for them, right?
Yeah, but I'm still worried about like physical harm coming to him in Germany.
Right.
That's known to happen.
Yes.
Unfortunately.
Yes, we should have him as a guest, maybe.
I wonder if he speaks English. I'll ask AP.
Yeah, good question. AP should have him on his Turkish channel.
If that's not already happened, I'd be extremely surprised.
Interesting.
I bet Onur Romano will probably have him on his channel too.
Yes. At how many patrons will you launch an Army boot camp? 1,000.
at like a workout video, like that kind of a boot camp, or like
No,
actual
a military boot camp.
Jeez.
Yes, 1,000. If we have 1,000 patrons, we will meet. Where should we meet? Whoever wants to join my army.
Mm.
Karbala, of course.
Yes!
Why is that even a question? We shall meet in Karbala. Okay. Actually, no. Wait. 720. In 720 patrons, then we will. Okay, so we
no,
should
you
do
said
some.
we were going to Karbala at 772K subscribers.
Yes. Okay,
Whichever
72K.
comes first.
Which 72K subscribers we will meet in Karbala. 720 patrons, we will have our first strategy meeting on how to take over Karbala with our generals. We're our top we have to decide who our top generals are.
Well, obviously me.
You're the general of my simp army.
Exactly. So that counts for nothing.
Okay, fine.
I put in all these hours and it counts for nothing.
Where's Hossein where we need him? Okay,
Yeah, Hossein. So Tyron Yalla. Tyron Text gave us $5. Thank you, Tyron. Do you think Judaism as a religion is simply mythology? None of the Jewish prophets like Noah, Moses, and Abraham ever existed, unlike Muhammad and Jesus. Well, I highly doubt the historicity, the historicity, however you say that word, of Jesus. I'm a mythicist. I don't think Jesus ever existed.
It was based on a real person.
I don't.
You should read more Bart Ehrman.
Okay. I have conflicting feelings about this.
Muhammad is also based on a real person, but 99.9% of his story is fiction too. So Muhammad and Jesus were both are fictional, that were slightly just been based on a random person that we don't know much about. But go
on. That's basically what I meant.
Yes.
That it's so extrapolated outwards that it's just like fiction.
It's very likely that these other stories and other mythologies, like something happens that started the story, right? Like Noah, Moses, Abraham. Like I don't know if like it was just like a bedtime story that somebody came up with that went nowhere. Like there's no way. Like they are too far behind for us to know if Noah, Moses, and Abraham were completely made up or something happened and then their story just embellished into what we know now today. Okay, but they're too far behind for us to know which one is it. Okay, but honestly, does it make that much of a difference if 1% of the story is true or 0% of the story is true? We know with Muhammad and Jesus that something happened that started the story. Okay, something happened that started the story, but most of the story is fiction. Okay, with Muhammad and Jesus, we know that. Okay, with the other ones, we don't know that. If something happened, wait, I'm saying something. Hold on. Okay, with the other ones, we don't. God damn it, Susanna, I'm in the middle of. Okay, I'm not gonna address. Thank you, Tyron, for the super chat.
I'm sorry, my grandpa is real, Susanna.
Idris is here.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
My grandpa is real. Okay, Hossein is here. Hi, Idris.
Hello. Hi. I wanted to comment because about I think it's Moses. It's really possible that it's completely fictional because I think that his story seems to have been stolen from the story of Sargon of Akkad. So basically, it's the real guy is Sargon of Akkad, which wasn't a Jew at all, and the Jews took the stories because it was a good story.
But even that, I know that, but the story that was stolen could also be from something that happened. Like, for example, Noah's story was stolen from Gilgamesh, right? Know her story,
Yes.
right? But
Yes.
Gilgamesh, what I'm saying is that whoever came up with the Gilgamesh story, or whatever the flood story or the first flood story was, I don't know who came up with the first flood story, but maybe like was it that somebody just came up with the story, or was there a flood somewhere that started the whole story? Do you know what I mean? Like even if the Moses story,
Yes,
right?
that's-
The Moses story like could have started from Sargon of Akkad, but the Sargon of Akkad story like is the that's like it didn't come out of nowhere. Like usually it comes out of like some event, something happening that end up people keep adding to it for hundreds of years, and then gets more and more. You know what I mean? What I'm saying? Like
Yes.
it's yeah. Usually there's
But Sargon of Akkad really existed, I think.
I know, but the
Well-
story. Okay, so what was the story? Which part of it Moses' story was copied from Sargon of Akkad? Which part of it? I know Sargon. Of course, Sargon was real, but what was Sargon of Akkad like? Put in a basket that was left in a river or something like that? Like
No, I
No.
think he was raised in the royal family of
Right.
an empire of the time, and then escaped and came back and invaded from the new empire.
So that's what I mean. That when I say the story is made up, I'm not saying Sargon of Akkad is not real. I'm saying like the story about what do we know about Moses? Okay, so what do we know about Moses that is similar to Sargon of Akkad?
Well,
Not much.
He was raised in a royal family.
But that's not.
He fled and came back against. I saw a very interesting video that talked about all the historicity of the Bible
There's no
characters, and basically about Moses. They say it was a mythology, not even legend. And the same for King David.
Yes.
And that basically it also served the propaganda at the time. Like, I think the story of Moses was rediscovered during a period where the kingdom of Israel was against Egypt. Like it seems to have been sort of fabricated.
Right. Send me some videos on that. I'll review them. If you send it on the on our what is it called? Discord server. Right. If you send me that video, I'll do a review video on it.
Okay. I think I sent it once, but
oh, you did?
You must have missed it.
Sorry, I'll double check.
No, it's okay.
Okay, cool. All right, cool. Thank you, Idris.
Thank you.
Thank you, Idris. Appreciate that. All right.
We got another
We did?
super chat.
Can you highlight it?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, from Secular Proton. Do you think Harris Sultan is a bigot sometimes? I'll let you go first. You've known him longer.
I haven't seen him ever be a bigot. What did he say?
I don't know if he said anything in particular. I know there are sometimes Horace says some things that make me question his consistency on Enlightenment values. Like when Austria announced that they were shutting down mosques. Well, I don't know. I don't want to take him out of context and
Is he here? Maybe if he's here.
No, let me pull up this tweet because I can find it pretty fast. But I was like, ooh, Horace, I don't know about that one guy.
Yeah, but that would be a disagreement. It wouldn't be bigoted. Secular Proton, do you have any specific examples of why he would be?
I found it. Mm-hmm. After France, Austria, so he posted an article that says Austria shuts down 2 mosques attended by Vienna attacker. And then Horace gave the caption, after France, Austria shuts down mosques too, ! Shut down these terror-producing factories. Unlike Pakistan, where temples are destroyed, this civilized country has shut it down and not demolished the mosque that radicalized last week's Terryist. So yeah, I was like,
Yeah, that's a disagreement that we have with him. That's not bigotry.
no, yeah, you're right. Yeah, so in general, no. I know some of his people find some of his stances on immigration to be controversial. But he just believes in really strict immigration. I don't think that's bigoted.
Right.
Given the level of threats he experiences from him, I would want really strict immigration too. Like,
no, but yeah, I disagree with him on that. By the way, I'm really interested in reviewing the videos that Idris mentioned. Idris, if I missed it in the Discord server, do you mind reposting them? That sounds very interesting to me, to like look at the origins of the different characters in the Bible and where they came from. Like, I really want to find that video now. Yeah. I really want to do a video live stream dedicated to that.
Hussein is saying, guys, Yazid ain't ready for us. Okay, let them know. Also, someone earlier, I think it was Hussein, was asking about if we saw the Muhammad hijab, trans hijabi thing.
Ooh, we're gonna do a live stream on it.
Just told Armin about it. We're gonna cover it.
Yes, we're gonna do a live stream. That's a lot of drama going on there. So yeah, Muhammad Hijab had a trans hijabi on his channel, and there's a lot of infighting now going in the Dawa community. Is like,
as I like to call it,
civil
Dawa drama or
Dawa drama. Yeah, there's a civil war happening in the Dawa community. We need to highlight that. Yeah, so subscribe for that live stream. That's gonna come up. Secular Put is saying, like, sometimes he is saying things like these. Boy, I can't even say that. I'm not even gonna say that. I can't remember others out of head, but I'll look at more. I felt quite a lot of that. Yeah, I mean, I don't like. Okay, so here's the thing: a lot of people don't know the history of that word and what it means. I try to be charitable. Sometimes people use that in a way just to say, like, because where I grew up, using that word was to insult people who just, you know how they say monkey see, monkey do? Okay. Like, we are just like, these are just blind followers, right? So only when I came to Canada, I realized that wait, Susanna, please let me finish. Only when I came to Canada, I realized that monkey is used as a way to be racist to an entire group of people, okay? Because based on my upbringing, monkey meant blind followers. So I would like to be charitable towards Higher Sultan to assume that that's what he meant by monkey, because, you know, basically monkey see, monkey do. That's what usually people mean. So I'm hoping that's what he meant.
No, what? Wait, Armin, keep track of that super chat. But our prophet is here.
Oh, wow! I'm glad you noticed. That wait, true in reference to what? What I'm saying?
I'm not sure.
Okay. I think so. I'm just gonna take it. I'm just gonna take that as a. Wait, do you think the Apostate Prophet? Nope. Do you think Apostate Prophet would want to come join this live stream?
I mean, you could just send the link and see what he said.
I'm gonna send the link just in case. Just in case. Okay, so you read the super chat while I send our beloved prophet link.
David the Goliath gave us $10. Thank you, David. Saying, do you think it is okay for an atheist to pretend to be religious to sleep with a person? I am on Hinge, and most hot girls are Christians. Should I pretend to be religious to date Christians? Is it immoral? I don't think you should do that. Yeah. You don't have to come out the gate with your non-belief, like, but I don't think you should lie about who you are.
What you could do is you could say you're very open-minded and you might be convinced of their position, and technically that should be true, and they might just want to sleep with you just to convert you.
Oh
if
my
I could get some, if I could get some Muslim girls to give me a blowjob just for the mere chance of me converting to Islam, I'll take it. I'll take it.
You
Okay.
know what that's called? The Children of God cult calls that flirty fishing.
Yeah. And technically, I'm not lying because I'm already, like, I'm open-minded. I might be I could be wrong. I could be converted to Islam. Nobody knows. The great prophet. Hey! Look
Oh,
at
hey.
this.
Hi.
Oh
Hey.
my god!
Hi.
Congratulations on your baby!
Thank you.
You're a new daddy!
Thank you. Thank you. I'm really enjoying it right now.
Wait, Ridwan,
Oh, that's so sweet.
I need to send you this picture. Wait, where is it?
What are you sending me?
Because of your profit drawing contest.
Oh my god. Did you send me that?
No, I need to.
Do it.
Yeah,
I received so many of them. My inbox is completely messed up right now. I can't even look at it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
When is the deadline for that? I need to send mine.
Just send it. Just send it. People have sent hundreds of them. I can't even check my mailbox anymore. I thought, I told people, hey, please send me cartoons so I can put them here behind me. And then
Okay.
and I thought when I say this, I thought just a few people will send cartoons, no one will take it seriously. And then suddenly my mailbox is like being flooded
AP,
with cartoons.
you know how many subscribers you have? Like, what were you thinking?
Still, I don't know. I always like underestimate how many people will actually, interact with the stuff. I don't know. Yeah, it's
Okay, so wait. You're going to put the best cartoons behind you, right?
Well, my thought was that for each video, I will put one cartoon behind me. But now I have so many cartoons, and I don't know.
Would you put this behind you once it's ready?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
This is come on. Nobody is gonna send you a better cartoon of Muhammad than this.
This isn't even finished, too.
This isn't even finished. Yeah, it's gonna have a lot more detail.
But what is it? What is that going to be? What is it?
It's
That's
Lord-
Prophet Muhammad. Here,
Uh-huh.
this
Oh, yeah.
parchment over here, okay, it's gonna say "Iqra bi'ismika allazi khalaq." So the story is that Prophet Muhammad was coming down the mountain when right after Allah spoke to him, but another god came and stole Muhammad from Allah. Like basically,
Oh.
one god basically came in and cockblocked Allah.
Yeah.
And basically, so he was like, he has his first revelation from Allah, and all of a sudden, Rama comes in and we're like, forget Allah, I'm your God now. Right?
Rama
That's
saved
the,
all of us.
yeah.
Very
This is an
nice.
alternative story where Islam never even gets started because Rama comes in and stops it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hindu Historian sent us a $2 super chat. Thank you, Hindu Historian. And it's the little pair turning around with sunglasses going, hey, you.
Thank you so
I
much. In this,
He's saying hey to AP.
yes.
Oh, yeah.
So over here is gonna say Rama in Hindi, and over here is gonna say Muhammad in Arabic.
I see.
Would you hang that behind you?
No, I wouldn't.
No.
No, but we have a
Oh,
lot of other drawings of Muhammad as well.
okay.
I wouldn't do that.
Break out
I appreciate it. It looks very nice, but I wouldn't do it.
we need to
It's
break
too
out the
sexy for a person.
bank because we have other drawings of Muhammad as well. Where he's a Chad.
It should just be Muhammad. It should just be relating to Islam. I would say.
Oh, it should be just Muhammad alone. Okay.
Not just Muhammad. It should just be related to Islam. Like nothing. No other
No other religion.
ideology or belief, anything at all. Just,
Okay. One of our art project is going to be Aisha and Fatima making out. Would you hang that?
Aisha and what?
Aisha is an adult.
Yeah, but okay.
Let's be clear.
Aisha, this
My
story,
mind directly went. I don't know.
okay, yeah. Aisha was not always a child. Okay, this is the story right after Muhammad's death. Aisha and Fatima just run towards each other and start making out. Remember, when Muhammad died, Aisha was 18 years old. So
My thing was what I declared was I would only hang up cartoons that are appropriate for audiences. I don't want to mess with the entire content of my video because of some cartoon. So,
but making out is a kiss.
Two women kissing is
Two women
inappropriate.
kissing appropriate.
AP.
I don't know. When you say making out, it sounds like
It's just a kiss. It's just a
okay.
kiss.
Okay,
And they're pulling each other's hijab off as well while they're kissing.
maybe. I will have
Okay.
to think about that.
No. He's worried about the audience being too distracted.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like who's gonna pay attention? People are gonna be
I know.
taking attention.
I want people to focus on me, not on.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
So, what's up, you two? What are you doing? How's it going?
Well, we're
Oh,
doing this live stream.
We're hanging out with our people. We're surprising them with a celebrity showing up on our live stream.
Mhm.
Okay, we have a question for AP. How does it feel like being a dad?
Well, he's already been a dad for many years.
Okay,
Yeah,
but how does it feel?
Yeah. This is our second child. It feels good. It's a good feeling. It's a very special feeling, a very nice feeling. It's very life-changing. You know, people say that it changes you, and you don't, and it doesn't really make sense if you are not a parent when people say that. But it changes something in you. It changes the way you think. It changes the way you act. I feel like I have this thing. My attention is much more directed toward. I don't know. It's just things have changed. Like I used to spend much more time sitting down and consuming information, but ever since I've had kids, I feel like I don't want to learn much stuff anymore. I don't want to consume much information anymore. I just want to, I don't know, pay attention to their stuff and do some work related stuff, and then just something that takes my mind off everything, like playing games, for example.
Yeah, like having quality time with them.
Yeah, but things have just completely changed. I don't know how it goes, what it is. I'm less I used to be much more careless about my own life. I used to think, who cares if I die? I don't care. I will live, risky and do whatever I want. But after you have a child, everything suddenly changes. Your own life, which you didn't care about, becomes valuable again suddenly. And I don't know, many things. It's weird. But
hey, is it a source of meaning for people that say atheists cannot have any meaning without God in their life? Would you say that's a source of meaning and purpose?
It could be. I still think there is no meaning, but
no meaning coming from the top, but meaning could come from us, right?
Yeah. Of course. Yeah. Well, meaning of life is like you find meaning yourself in life. There is no real meaning to life in life. And
but just because life doesn't give us meaning, that doesn't mean we can't create meaning. Just
exactly.
Like you created meaning.
Yeah,
literally.
Exactly. You create meaning by yourself through your life, through the way you experience life. And having a child really completely adds some new, different, big, huge meaning to your life. It does. So yeah, that's true.
So we have a super chat for asking a question from the so Skeptic46 is saying, can AP do a video about Adam Saleh praising that woman who said the biggest threat to Islams are Shias? This could get huge.
I love Imran's videos on the Shias are some of the I get hours of entertainment from that dude. Oh my god, him talking about the Shias is my favorite.
Wait, what? I didn't know about this. Can you send this to me? I want to do a live stream on this. Okay. I want to do a live stream. AP, would you do it? Would you do a video on this?
Sincerely, he's like the biggest threat. He's like, it's not the kuffar, it's the
I don't know if I would ever make another thing about Adam Saleh. That guy's just a complete idiot. He has no idea what he's talking about.
You haven't really gone in on Imran Ibn Masur though. Like
I've never talked about him. I've never talked about Dawa, man. I did once only. That was because Nate Talks to You, YouTuber. He asked me to make a collaboration with him, and he wanted to talk about Dawa, man. So I joined him and made a brief analysis of something that Dawa man said, which was about drinking your father's semen.
Yeah. Oh, that was famous.
Yeah. So I talked about him there once, but I never really talked about Dawa, man. I don't know. Yeah. I'm currently trying to I don't have much time right now to deal with these topics, but I'm trying to get back making some videos, and I still need to make videos, including the end of Mohammed Hijab, which is this big, huge project that I'm currently
Oh my
almost done with.
got some new material today.
Ooh, guys, you should subscribe to the Apostate Prophet if you haven't already, which is weird if you haven't. But yeah, that's going to be a major takedown. That's going to be
Wait, I have
amazing.
2 questions for AP.
Okay,
Yes,
go.
yes, go.
One, well, I'll start with the more serious one first. One, we were talking about earlier in the stream before you joined whether you are going to have Ibrahim Atabey, is that how you say Atabey,
Yeah,
on
yeah.
your Turkish channel?
On my Turkish channel?
Or are you going to have him on either of your channels?
I thought about having him on my English channel. I was thinking about it. I couldn't really figure out the logistics because his English is not very good.
Hmm.
So I would
Good
have
in
to,
Turkish.
I would do it. I could do it in Turkish. I could record it in Turkish and add subtitles later, or I could just sit there and translate myself and stuff like that. I don't know. I could do that, but I thought about it. I'm still thinking about it. The thing is that he's currently in police protection, in police custody. He told me that 2 days ago the police picked him up and brought him to a safe location,
Glad.
and he doesn't have access to his computer right now because the police took it to investigate it and to look into links of he received a lot of threats, apparently also local ones from Russia, and the police are trying to investigate who these people are, where these people are, and they have just took him into custody for if that's what it's called, for a few weeks until things calm a little bit down so that nothing bad happens to him. And during that time I can probably not have him online with me, but I don't know.
Hey, did you see the drama between the Dawa community, or as Susanna calls it, Dawa drama? Over the
That needs to be like a segment on someone's channel because there's like spill the tea like on the Dawa drama.
Over the trans hijabi that Muhammad Hijab had
that was
on.
my follow-up question. Did you see the trans hijabi asking Muhammad Hijab if he has taken a cucumber to his prostate?
Really?
She's a legend. This girl's 17 and she's a legend.
Wait, how did he respond?
He was just like no.
That is awesome. I should look into that. I didn't really check.
I still need to watch the whole interview, and then the Smiles to Jannah guy and Ali Dawa were doing a reaction video on her. I don't know her name. And they were talking about how she's going to cause fitna in them. And I'm like, bro, she's 17.
Oh my God. Yeah.
I'm going to have to download this before Muhammad Hijab takes it down, because a lot of people are like getting him a lot of crap for having this video.
Oh yeah,
so somebody go on Muhammad Hijab's channel and down, because he's getting a lot of backlash for having a trans hijabi on his channel.
Well, the thing is, I saw it earlier today that he did that, and I made a short tweet about it. How I find it good that he actually had her on.
I agree,
because I didn't expect that at all from him. But the thing is, apparently he backpedaled very quickly during the day. He called her a kafir, although he referred to her during the conversation as a Muslim, and things like that. I don't know. He's kind of giving into the thing, I guess, to the reactions. And the thing is, Mohammed Hijab is a severely unstable person. He's not only a little bit dumb, but he's also mentally unstable, and he can quickly switch from one position to another. He can be totally in agreement with you and kind in one moment, and 5 minutes later he suddenly hates you, and that's how he is. So I didn't really trust that he would go through with being cordial to her.
Of course not.
Doesn't trans hijabi sound pretty awesome though? I don't the trans hijabi.
Yeah,
it's good branding. It's really good branding.
It's just like
yeah.
But didn't they just like takfir her?
Yeah.
So isn't that like a Kharijite thing to do?
Well, I believe Ibn Taymiyyah himself also talked lengthily about how it is necessary to takfir certain people and groups and to fight them. I think that is a thing, and there is also if you tell somebody that they have publicly committed an act of kufr, of blasphemy, of denial in Islam, such as rejecting a Quran verse, for example, and you have told this person about it, and the person has not changed their mind and has insisted on doing that, then you can call that person a kafir. That is, I think, the classical opinion on calling people kafir. So in that regard, he's acting quite in agreement with the classical Islamic position, as far as I understand it.
But I don't know. I always my understanding is that as long as you believe in Muhammad and Allah and the Quran as direct word, you're a Muslim. You could just be a very, very bad Muslim that is sinning a lot, but you're still technically a Muslim.
Well, I learned, for example, that I read this book when I was a Muslim. Where did Susanna go? Oh, I read a book when I was a Muslim, which was basically a whole book about everything that makes someone a kafir, and it was like, divided by chapters and sub-chapters, whole lectures on if a person does this, if a person does that, if a person does that, and you can publicly declare that person is a kafir. It is also known that the Salafis frequently label certain groups of Muslim people as either munafiq, as hypocrites who don't deserve to be called Muslims, or outright as kafirs for practices like
but there's no hadith that says that they, like, there are hadiths and there's Quranic verses that says that these people exist, but there's no hadith or Quranic verse that tells you that you have the authority to determine who's a Muslim or who's not a Muslim. I mean, like Hossein is saying, there's a Sahih hadith that says kick them out of your house. Yes, you can kick them out of your house for being bad Muslims, but there's no hadith or there's no Quranic verse that lets you as a Muslim decide that they're not a Muslim.
You cannot say that someone who is gay or who is transgender is not a Muslim.
Not a Muslim. You're
not allowed to do that. That is forbidden in Islam. But what you can do is you tell a person, hey, this is not allowed in Islam, and that person says, yes, this is allowed. Then you may be in a position to call that person a non-Muslim or a kafir. So if a person denies a Quranic rule, a Quranic
according
law,
to what you're saying, according to some scholars, but not really according to any hadith or any Quranic verse.
I would lie if I told you that it's according to this or according to that, but I'm pretty sure that is the classical Islamic position.
It is a classical Islamic position that some people have the excuse of challenging because there's no direct hadith that says that.
Could be. Yeah.
See, this is what I like. By the way, this one thing I really appreciate. I know you might not like hearing this, but your videos are better than other people to go after Islam because you understand the differences between the sources, right? Like, again, like if you look at David Wood, right? He treats he's like, oh, this is what all Muslims believe in, and then he goes and finds this book that there was this one scholar that says something about something questionable, and we're like, oh yeah, of course they would do this. This is what Muslims believe in. And I was like, that's not even that's not mainstream. That's not even Sahih Hadith. That's not even a Quranic verse. And then he's treating it like it's like mainstream Islam because just one scholar said something somewhere, right? But I think like when you show like what is Islamic, you like bring Quranic verses or you bring Hadith Bukhari or Hadith Muslim, and you know the differences between the different sources. So it's kind of, I think it's a little bit more, comes a little bit more.
I try to be fair. I cannot. Right. I'm not. I wouldn't like to sit here and criticize David Wood now because David Wood is a high class Christian apologist, and since I am funded by the Christians, it would be inappropriate for me to oppose David Wood and to criticize my Christian masters. No, just kidding.
Don't bite the hand that feeds you, okay?
No, just kidding. I try my best to be. I try my best to be fair about my criticism of Islam. I might have done mistakes in that too, here and there. But I think one of my observations was that many people who defend Islam or many people who criticize Islam do it unfairly. And I will try my best to be as fair as possible when I criticize Islam, because it is already as terrible as it is already horrible. It is horrible. You don't have to be unfair in criticizing it. If you just tell it as it is already pretty horrible. Yeah. But to David Wood, I would say that I think David Wood is one of the fairest critics of Islam out there, although clearly there are differences between the way he does it and I do it. Yeah.
Right. No, I mean, I disagree with him a lot, but that doesn't mean I don't appreciate his activism. I definitely disagree with him on his Christianity for sure. I also think it's easier for atheists to go after. I know Islam is a lot worse than Christianity, but I think it's easier for atheists to go after Islam because it's really difficult for Muslims to come, like, look at what like we're like, oh, how you can say this, but you yourself, and then there's like nothing. Right? Like there's nothing for them to be like, but your own scripture says this. But with Christians,
Christians have to justify the Trinity. They have to explain the Trinity. And people
right.
Let me get at you. Well, me being an ex-Catholic, I'm like, let me break out the diagram.
Do you think, genuine question, do you guys think that the Trinity is like one of the worst things about Christianity? I don't agree with that, but do you think like it is logically, it puts Christianity in a bad position logically, or
it's so dumb? Like, it's not like, it's just so dumb. It's just so stupid. It's not like it's not something that you could get like dangerous ideas out of. It's just something that you could look at and be like, what's up with you guys? Like, right? But I think the worst thing coming out of Christianity is the popularization of hell. As you know,
I don't mean morally. I mean, I don't mean as in terms of
intellectually.
Yeah, I mean intellectually, logically.
Yes, it's the Trinity. I think.
You think so?
I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of dumb stuff from Christianity.
I know that's really hard.
I mean, I mean, Jesus cursed the tree for not having the fruit that he wanted.
But most people, Armin, most are not even familiar with that. Most Christians are not familiar with that at all.
I actually think that the Trinity is not such an illogical, such a hard to understand and bad concept. I think it's quite, it's not that bad. I think there are things about Christianity that are much
What's the worst? What's the worst?
Christianity much more. I don't know. I can't think of an example. I was just trying to think of something as you were going along. I usually don't think this way. I don't think of specific lists, but I would think, for example, Jesus suddenly descending 2,000 years ago as the Son of God and suddenly, dying for God, dying for the sins of humanity is probably logically the worst thing about Christianity, I would say.
Yeah. It's like, all your sins are forgiven because I was tortured. Like, how does that follow? Like, it just does. It just does.
Yeah. But I would think that if God makes it his nature, or if it is his nature that he's three persons in one person, I don't think that's that hard to grasp, considering that you also believe that God can communicate with 8 billion people at the same time. So
so if
he's not 3 persons in one person. They're distinct.
No, I mean he's I know he's 3 persons in one. What is that called? One nature. So it is one God in 3 persons. That's how it is. They are all God. It is one God coexisting within 3 persons. That's how it is. I don't think it is logically that bad, but yeah, whatever. Just a quick question.
Okay, so if you are dealing with magic, then nothing looks that bad, right?
Yeah.
But if you're allowing magic, then you say like, okay, Armin, we believe like Harry Potter cast a spell. Does that look ridiculous to you? Or like, are we talking fantasy? And like, yeah, or like, no, that sounds like a good plot in the story. Like, I appreciate that. But if you're like, no, we're saying this literally happened, then I'm like, oh yeah, that's extremely ridiculous, right? So if you're talking about a fictional story where you're allowing magic to happen, then yeah, the Trinity could, among other religious beliefs, doesn't sound as ridiculous, as some other parts of, like, I would say, like in Jesus' story, him cursing a tree for not having a fruit, that's ridiculous. That doesn't seem like fitting within a story that is like interesting. Mm-hmm. The Trinity I could forgive, right? But if we're dealing with what's acceptable in the material world, then the whole Trinity extremely ridiculous. The whole
You know what I
story.
found always weird when I was a Muslim too? This is by no means a reason why I stopped believing in God or anything like that. But it's just very strange. When I was a Muslim and even afterwards, I always found it weird to think about the fact that that it is the claim that there is one God, and he's constantly watching every single one of us, every single moment of every single one of us, and responding to every single one of us, dealing with every single one of us, responding to all of our prayers. I thought, okay, I get it. You know, it's God. He's omnipotent, omnipresent, whatever it is. You know, his nature. It is in his nature to do all of that. But it just didn't make sense to me that this would be something that would be considered logical, even in a magical world, that there is actually this God that communicates with everybody, every single one of us at the same time. He can be as magical as he wants. That's not something that I could really logically understand, but I don't know. It's weird.
No, it's in the world of fiction. It's also a lazy.
Yeah.
You know, if you add like his power that has unlimited power, and there's nothing he can't do, it's just like, I mean, that's such an uninteresting character. Like, you know, like you have to, you know, I don't know. Even when it comes to fiction, I think the God of Islam and Christianity became boring compared to the other gods, because they had like, I don't know, they had their own desires and goals that was different from other gods that
They
had
have a
their
story.
own.
Yeah.
They have a story. All of a sudden, you have a god that's just like, what are you? Everything. What can you do? Everything.
You know what doesn't make any sense? Eternity. Eternity doesn't make any sense at all.
Right.
It is ridiculous. I mean, you think about it. God, there was only God and nothing else. And then God decided to create humans. And you are supposed to accept that, you know, our story started some 1,000 years ago, whatever it is supposed to be. But before that, apparently only God existed. And how long did God exist? For eternity. Okay, but that kind of implies that God existed forever in eternity without us humans being around. So at some point he decided to create us humans, but he did exist before he created us without any purpose, without any reason, without any attention forever in eternity. And it doesn't logically make sense. So religious people who do religious apologetics try to say, well, God is outside of time and space and there was no time for him, but that doesn't make sense. Just the fact that God did decide to create us and he did create us implies that time did exist. God deciding something and doing something implies time. Could it be that God existed eternally, without beginning and without end, forever, without ever having any meaning, any attention at all? And we gave him meaning. We gave meaning to this nothingness that is called God. It's very strange, isn't it?
No, you don't understand. All of these, it's eternity for you. It's for God. All of this was less than a fraction of a second.
Okay,
like
but
he didn't have to wait.
What was God doing before he created humans? Yeah.
Like, you think like he was just waiting and doing nothing, but he existed at all times simultaneously. Like he didn't have to wait, because he was living in now, in the past, and in the future at the same time. He was experiencing all of these seconds, all of these moments at the same time. There was no waiting for God to involve.
That doesn't make sense.
I know it doesn't make any sense, but I know I listen to them too much. We did get a super chat, so I have to
asking important questions.
Very important question. Actually, let's ask all of us, okay? So Skeptic46 is saying, Susanna, would you consider young Khomeini handsome? So here's old Khomeini, and now we have young Khomeini. This is young Khomeini. Do you guys think he was handsome?
I was looking up pictures for reference.
He was a
my
beauty.
favorite is this one, because the caption is scroll down a little bit. The caption is, would you do young Khomeini?
Would you do
young Ayatollah?
Would you?
He's not.
Would you do? Yeah. Oh, I see it now.
He's not ugly. I don't choke me, Baghdadi. No. I don't think he's handsome, but I don't think he's ugly. He's not my type.
I think he looks better as an old man.
Better?
I don't know. He has that Darwishi wise old man look. I don't know. I bet you more people would be into this look than into this look.
Oh.
So I know some girls that have this like a father fetish, old father.
Okay.
Yeah.
AP, well, no, Armin, do you think young Khomeini is handsome?
No, look at him. He has like a punchable face.
I think he's a beauty. Yeah.
Yeah.
Too much
Nothing
forehead.
I
Too
just
much.
I just sent you a link.
Oh, okay. Let me check.
Speaking of beautiful.
Yes.
Wait, is that Khomeini? Oh,
No,
I'm sad that Khadim Rizvi died. Let me share this in his honor.
this is this preacher. I don't know if you know about this guy, but this is this preacher politician in Pakistan who was this the leader of this big Islamist party and who advocated for like the killing and mass killing of apostates and blasphemers. He recently said that Pakistan should declare war on France.
Wanted to.
That guy.
Yeah,
This guy has a huge following in Pakistan.
Yeah, he died yesterday. So
Oh, good.
So I made this in his honor because I thought, I have to,
Why did you make him look so good? He doesn't deserve that.
I don't know.
I'm so happy he died. That
in the corner saying mockery is better than beheading people. So that's pretty simple answer.
Yeah. And people were like, shame on you. How dare you make fun of someone who just died? I'm like, I don't care.
What the hell are you talking about?
No,
Being an atheist.
look up a picture of him. He was only 52. He looked like crap for someone who was 52, because I was Googling this today because I want to cover it on the news next week. I was looking for English articles and I was like, my guy, you were 52. My dad is older than you and he looks way better than you. What the heck? Like,
I think it was also bound to a chair or so. I don't know.
What?
He was, I don't know what he had, but he was severely ill physically. I don't know.
Okay. Well, now I feel bad, but
I don't.
Hey, so look at this comment. Being an atheist or ex-Muslim, it makes no difference. Everything is permitted. No principles, no morals, even mockery of the dead is a... Well, I don't think we the three of us here speak for all atheists, but I think it would be fair to say that all three of us, I think it's okay. Well, I think we are okay with... I'm okay with the mockery of the dead, but I think the three of us are not okay with slavery or abusing children or beheading people who disagree with us. I think we're like, so...
Or nuking whole countries off the planet because they defame.
Oh, yeah. That's what this guy said. Yeah. So I think everything is permitted. Not everything. We're against child abuse, unlike your prophet. So there's that. I mean, I think mockery of the dead is not as bad compared to what the things that is permitted in your religion. So there's that.
When I'm dead, I don't care. People can mock me all they want. They can make cartoons about me. They can make books about me. If I'm dead, just do it. I don't give a I don't care. I will be dead.
How could you not care? I would be so pissed if I knew that nobody mocked me after I died. But really, I had such little influence on the planet that nobody wanted to mock me after I died. Nobody got happy that I died.
Fair
on.
Fair point.
Gosh. Hussein is saying, Susanna, don't feel bad. He was horrible. He wanted to kill judges who let Asia Bibi off.
Oh no!
It was a minister and a lawyer of hers that was assassinated, I believe.
Is it fair to say I'm okay? I put AP. Is this bad? I'm happy that he died. Is that mean to say?
No, I'm happy that he died too. I celebrated. I'm like, woo, he died.
Yes.
Yeah.
He died from COVID?
Yeah, after mass gatherings to protest France.
That's what they say. I don't know. He had shortness of breath and stuff like that. So
Okay,
some people say,
I'm waiting for more news to come out. I could be corrected. I'm happy to be corrected, but we're going to talk about that on the news.
That's great. A good day for Pakistan, I would say that.
Yeah, Skeptic46 gave us 5 Swiss francs. Thank you so much. You're so generous. It's funny that Borelvis scream loud about blasphemy like they're a cult themselves. Well, they're a cult themselves. LOL. They're extreme in Pakistan too. They are extreme about it there. Oh my god.
Okay, look at this. AP, was this people were they didn't what? No. So Fatima and Hussein in the live chat, they're both ex-Muslims, okay? I assume that they're ex-Shia because of their names. And people were like making fun of me for assuming that. Is it not fair to assume, like, just likely that if somebody is a Fatima and somebody is a Hussein, that they're more likely to be ex-Shia than ex-Sunni?
I don't know about that, to be very honest, because I've encountered so many Sunni Fatimas and Husseins and Hassans in my life in Turkey, for example. I'm not sure about that, but I guess if you come from your position, I guess it's fair to assume that they are probably ex-Shia. I would say maybe. Yeah.
Can we do a debate at one point? I don't no pressure, okay? But you pretend to be Sunni, I pretend to be a Shia, and we do a Sunni. We do a Sunni versus Shia debate.
That would be a nice experiment. We could probably do that. Yeah.
We could steelman them. Like we could not even mockingly, like genuinely try to defend the Shia position. Okay,
we could do that. We could do that. You know what we could also do? We could do a debate where I am a Muslim and you are an atheist.
Ooh.
You would have your work cut out for you, though. I think Armin should be the Muslim.
Okay, maybe that's okay. Maybe, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
No, but even then, you'd have your work cut out for you because Armin.
You know what would get the most?
He would have been one of the best Muslim apologists.
What we could also do? I'm a Christian and you're an atheist.
Oh yeah.
Oh, SM is saying get V.
You have to
to moderate. Well, lead moderator.
Oh yeah, we do.
Oh my gosh, and you guys are both new dads. Oh my god.
Oh yeah. You and Vidu should do a live stream talking about being dads. You should give him advice.
I need to invite him. It's so crazy. I had him planned on my channel for a live stream in December 2018. 2018, yes.
Wow.
And then suddenly my health started going crazy. I started getting anxiety attacks and stuff like that. It all started. I had no idea what it was. I thought I was having a heart attack. So I canceled that and I didn't do any live streams for quite a while. And I said, once I start doing it again, I will call Vidovits on my channel and we'll have a live stream. And we still have not done it because I still didn't get back to regularly making live streams.
Have you had Horace Sultan on your channel? I don't think I've ever seen him on your channel.
I haven't had him either. No, there are so many ex-Muslims that I have to host. I will have to do all of that. They're probably all pissed at me. I don't know.
No, everyone jump at the opportunity to be on your channel.
Wait, who's pissed at you? I missed that.
All the ex-Muslims that I didn't host on my channel. If I was one of those ex-Muslims, and if Apostate Prophet, if me said to me, "Hey, I'm going to invite you to my channel someday," and it never happened, I would probably be like, this Apostate Prophet guy, he's a dick. He's an asshole. I don't like
no,
nah.
That's what.
No, you have like people understand that you have like a lot of things going.
Yeah,
life gets in the way. Life gets in the way.
Yeah.
I mean, given that they're YouTubers themselves, they must know that life gets in the way, and they have plans.
So.
Yeah.
We all got lives. Shoot.
Yeah.
I hope
Yo,
so.
Abu Lulu. Who's Lulu? Thank you so much for the super chat, Skeptic46. Abu Lahab or Lulu? I don't know. Do we have an Abu Lulu?
Time to be a daddy.
Fatima really wants me to be a daddy.
Oh my goodness.
I tell people a lot of Muslims and Christians say like, don't worry, atheism is gonna fail because they don't make as many babies. We make more babies, so we're gonna survive. And I always tell them, wait, why did you steal my line, Susanna? That's my line. I always say atheists, they don't have to make their own babies because we're coming after your babies. We're coming after your children. Christians, Muslims, we're coming after them. And we're gonna make them atheists, okay? So hide your kids. We're coming for them.
That sounds pretty bad.
Not for their blood, not for their adrenochrome, not for the adrenochrome.
We don't have to make your ideas are so bad that we just have to get your kids to just pay attention a little bit to us.
Oh,
And
they're
then-
saying that Abu Lulu is the one who stabbed Omar's ass.
Really, the Christian slave, the Persian Christian slave, his name was Abu Lulu. That's such a badass name. I like it.
Lulu.
I didn't even know that detail. I just want to say hello to Born Star. Born Star said, "It's Apostate Prophet. I love him so much. Please notice me." So thank you. Hi, Born Star.
Aw, that's very
I mean,
nice of you to notice.
Apostate Prophet is the best. No one can be mad at him.
Yeah,
Well, not no one. There's a lot of people who are, but no one.
There are lots of people who hate me, and a lot of people who think I should die, and
Yeah.
that I suck, and who just wake up in the morning and who think, when will this guy die? When will something happen to him? I wanted to make a parody video. Recently, I received this email, which was like, this guy sent me 3 emails, and one of those was like, if you are so sure that Allah is not real, then make a video in front of everybody, in front of the whole world. This is the big challenge. Make a video and say, oh Allah, if you exist, then punish me right now. And then if you die, if something happens to you, this will be proof that Allah exists. And I thought to myself, what kind of a dumb challenge is that? I will make a video saying, hey, if Allah, if you exist, then punish me. And then Muslims will just interpret everything that happens within my next lifetime as Allah's punishment for me. What kind of a dumb challenge is that?
Allah, if you are real, make me come within the next 5 minutes. How about that? is that a good challenge?
No,
Okay,
I thought my challenge was
Spontaneously?
during a live stream.
during this live
Guys,
stream.
okay, keep the timer on and the people watch
5
on his face.
You could,
Challenge to Allah. This
You
is the
could cheat,
best challenge to Allah in history, by the way. Nobody has ever.
you could cheat on that, but I thought I should change the challenge, and I should say, if Allah, if you exist, then within 24 hours, turn me into a dog, or something like that. If it is, if you must do the challenge, why can't we make the challenge with something that Allah can really do? That should happen if it should happen. Why do we rely on these vague things like getting cancer or getting AIDS or getting COVID, whatever it is?
Yeah.
AIDS, whatever.
Wait, would it be gay if Allah makes us come? I don't know.
Whoa.
Possibly, yeah.
Guys, imagine in the next 5 minutes, Apostate Prophet turns into a dog, and I comment. That would be amazing. Okay,
Yeah,
so
that would be
like,
awesome.
Fatima is saying you don't need God for that, Armin.
yes. Skeptic46 is saying, give us a super chat saying Fatima was a poor lady, Armin, let's be honest. Well, not when she starts making out with Aisha. She's not going to be like, that's going to be lit.
I have to say something here. I mean, I have to make a big challenge right now. Here, I have decided to challenge Islam and to challenge Allah right now. We are currently having a live stream. I will be here for a little bit longer. I am making a big challenge right now to Allah, to the God of Islam, who Muslims say is real, who they claim exists. Oh Allah, if you are real, if you exist, and if Islam is true, and if I am false, then please, within the next 60 seconds, within the next 1 minute, bring a lightning and hit me with your lightning. In the Quran, it says Allah hits whomever he wills with lightning. So please, Allah, to demonstrate to the entire world right now that Islam is true and that I am false, hit me with a lightning right now within the next 1 minute. If that does indeed happen, then that means Islam is the truth. If it does not happen, then that means Islam is false. I have challenged you, Allah, show yourself. By the way, my room has no windows. My room has no windows. So, but Allah doesn't depend on windows, so He will just be able to do that if He can indeed do that. We are waiting. We are counting down. And if Muslims think this is too quick, it's too short notice, then I would really, I hope Allah doesn't think that this is too short notice, and I hope they don't think, well, this is not fair. He should have asked for a disease or something. No, it is Allah. Allah can do everything. He's Almighty.
Exactly.
He can do everything under every single condition. He can do whatever He wants. If He needs to do that, He would do it right now. So I'm still waiting. How much time do we have left?
20 seconds.
Okay, shock me, Allah, shock me.
Hey,
Shock me. Wait, I'm getting ready. I will
break
be.
up my Quran.
oof, this is it, guys. This is it.
Will He do it? Will He do it? Allah.
10, 9, 8,
Bracing
7,
myself. 18.
6, 5,
Say your goodbyes
4,
now.
3,
We love
2, 1. Ah! Nothing.
Yeah! Yeah!
We did it, guys. This was the end of Islam.
See?
Guys, we just did it. We just ended Islam.
Islam is
Right,
dead.
right here.
Islam is
You
dead.
guys witnessed it live.
Islam
everyone.
is dead. Allah
Islam is dead. Islam is dead. Done.
Yeah.
We did it. Guys, spread this everywhere. Spread this everywhere. This was the end of Islam. Wow, what an honor to have this happen here on Atheist Republic.
This is fantastic.
So many amazing things that happened with you. You reverted. You double apostatized with us.
Right, you did.
This is
And then
fantastic. We have just
found
dismantled. We have dismantled and destroyed Islam completely tonight, right here, live. This is
Wow.
fantastic.
That's all it took.
It's an honor to me, Susanna, Armin, to do this
Oh.
together with you guys. Really.
And yeah, and Hossein is making your point, Apostle, because it's not a $5 super chat. Thank you, Hossein. Saying it's not crazy. He turned people into pigs and gave them dog faces, right? So if people are like, oh, come on, Apostle Prophet, you should ask for something more reasonable. They're questioning God's
Exactly.
they're questioning God's capabilities if they're asking for like, oh no, just you have to drop dead for some reason. That's what they're-
Exactly. If you
Yes.
think this is too much to ask, if you think no, Allah wouldn't turn you into a dog, or He wouldn't send a lightning into your room during a live stream, you have to ask for something more reasonable. Give Him more time and ask for a disease. So why do you believe in Allah then? Why the hell do you believe in Allah then? He should be able to do this, right now. Yeah.
All right. So Andrew and Johnson keeps saying you will never answer my question, but I don't know what your question is. But because you posted this like 5 or 6 times, I'm going to put you on timeout.
I already did.
Oh, you did? Good job.
Well, Andrew was asking what the likes and the dislikes do. Dude, we're not Google. You can Google that.
Yeah. Yeah, Edris is saying share the good news. Yes, guys, please share this good news. Like seriously, we
Yes.
did this here, and yeah, we're gonna cut that part out, and we're gonna make it its own video so it's easily shareable. We're gonna put it as a tweet. We're gonna put it on Facebook. Go share it. This was the end of Islam.
Declare
Wow.
this as we have completely destroyed and debunked Islam forever.
If anybody is a Muslim after this, I don't know. You're moron.
Yeah.
You're a moron. Like
We have-
seriously.
Yeah. You are welcome, everybody. We have just destroyed Islam in front of everybody.
Yes.
You are welcome.
We saved the world. We saved the world. Go home now, guys. Go home. I mean, all the religions, the rest of religions combined cannot do as much damage as Islam is doing. So honestly, wait, what did you do, Prophet? What do we do now? We have
know,
like no reason to continue.
I know. I have nothing else. There's nothing.
What did you? Can you bring back Islam? Like what? Like what are you gonna do with your channel?
I have to focus on something else now. I don't know what to do.
What else? What are you gonna do now?
The end of Muhammad hijab, obviously.
Oh,
yeah.
I
I could
mean,
just make makeup videos. I was thinking about that.
Yes.
I could rename my channel into Apostate Beauty and just do makeup videos. I don't know. There's this one thing that I do. One thing that I do is before I record a video, I put this on my face to hide all the bad spots on my face. So I could just do like daily videos in which I do just this, and that's my makeup tutorial.
Yes. You could do ASMR, apostate ASMR.
I could do that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, he already did. Didn't he do it with the Quran?
No, but like explicitly. Like
Oh yeah.
this is an ASMR channel now.
Yeah, I could do that.
Armin has been begging me. He's been begging me to do a Quran licking ASMR.
I'm telling you, I feel like we will. If Susanna does like an entire video just like making out with the Quran, like 20 minutes of that, then we will, I know we're a tiny channel, but we will become bigger than the Apostle Prophet, like overnight.
Yeah.
Overnight, we will become bigger than the Apostle Prophet. If just Susanna just spends like 20 minutes just doing all sorts of things to the Quran. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure, like, I'm pretty sure most Muslims will reconsider, like, you know what? It's worth it.
I'm still
This is,
getting
this
for,
is too
I'm still getting requests for videos of my feet stepping on the Quran. So
she
Is that something sexual? Is that what's going on?
yes, it is. AP.
from Muslims. Like, think about it. Like, okay, so they have this urge to watch Susanna do, like, this is, I bet you if Susanna like does something sexy to the Quran, okay, trigger alert to Muslims, anybody watching, trigger alert. But I bet you a lot of Muslims will go masturbate over it, and they will feel so guilty that they masturbated over Susanna doing things to the Quran
that they will leave Islam.
Yeah, but I think some of them will become suicidal. Like, that's imagine thinking like the Quran is so holy and watching Susanna. No, I mean, imagine like being so angry that somebody is desecrating the Quran and being turned on by it at the same time. Like, the confusion, the internal conflict in your brain is like, yeah.
I mean, Islam makes you feel pretty terrible if you believe in it firmly and you do things. What is happening?
She's like,
I'm having a moment.
She's rubbing Quran's clit. Where's Quran's clit? No, where would Quran's clit be? It's
Right here.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. That is Cora's clit. Exactly. That looks like a clit. You're a genius, Susanna.
Oh my god.
Can you? Okay. Wow.
Wait, I lost my audio. I got to refresh. Just a sec.
Okay. All right. Wait. Let's look at the super chats. I was keep on checking. Oh, here, Susanna. I was keep on checking AP's channel for new updates or videos. Didn't know if I will check AR live. We'll see him here. What the status are. Thank you so much, Anika, for the super chat.
Thank you, Anika.
Thank you, Anika.
Oh my gosh.
I was just done recording a video, and
what was it about?
About some Muslim apologists. I want to work on it a little bit. I want to plan it first before I announce it. But it was basically about the moon splitting. So I just did that, and I was looking for something else to do or to stop, and then I saw that you guys are live, and so that's why I'm here. Susanna. Susanna make OnlyFans.
Do you think OnlyFans will ban Susanna if she had an account that was just making stuff with the Quran? Like, would they be like, okay, yeah, what? Wow, we managed. I'm speechless.
I've seen a lot.
I didn't know what to say. Man.
Oh
yeah. Luke is saying, well, anyone doing not November has failed now.
I mean, I didn't even really get into it too. I mean, shoot.
Yeah. Wow, Luke. Luke, what are you trying to tell us? Luke, did you just fail?
Yeah, just a spontaneous orgasm.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. See.
What? Yeah. What?
Armin is gonna need that OnlyFans account when Allah tickles him in the right spot. Allah failed. The 5 minute passed already.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what the problem is though? Since we challenged Allah and Allah didn't do what we asked him for.
Mm-hmm.
If now on my way back tonight something happens to me.
Oh no.
Or if within the next hour or 2 hours or the next day or 2 days or the next week or 2 weeks or the next month or 2 months or the next year or 2 years or the next 50 years, something happens to me, then Muslims will say, look, it happened. This is Allah's punishment. This is what happened. This is proof that that Islam is the truth. That's going to happen now. Yeah.
Okay, guys, go become patrons on Apostate Prophet channel so that he could take care of himself.
Yeah.
He could go on vacations. He could go get a massage with his wife. He could pay for better therapy if he needs any of that, for better medical support if he needs that. So that way, all the dreams and the hopes of Muslims for him to suffer, basically is denied. Okay, go to Apostate Prophet's Patreon account and become a patron, so he could he does a lot of hard work. He deserves to be able to take care of himself and his family so that he has peace of mind. Okay, to give peace of mind.
Thank you, Armin.
AJ is even posting the link to his channel.
Thank you, Armin.
Go subscribe.
Help me in my spiritual warfare against this big, mean, old Allah.
Right. Guys, it is difficult though. Like a lot of people don't understand the emotional toll that it takes behind the scene once you go off live. Like people come after you and the people you love, and they threaten you, and they sometimes really make you wonder: is this like worth it? Like do I I'm trying to sometimes you're like, oh yeah, let's make the world a better place, and sometimes it comes back so aggressively at you, and then you're like, what am I doing? Like, I could just go and be like, live a normal life sometimes and be like, have peace of mind, not have so much death threats, not have to wonder, like, are these death threats serious? Are they coming after, like, having my wife and my children questioning my career choices and be like, why are you doing this to us? I don't have to. Why am I doing all this, right? So it's not, guys, like, it does get to your head sometimes, right? So... I can't.
Something.
Wait, go on.
So sorry, go ahead. I interrupted you.
No, you go ahead.
This is related. I don't know how much I want to talk about this. I don't know how much I want to be bad to people right now, but this is something that really pisses me off sometimes, and I don't know how to express it. Sometimes I look up something and I look at what people are saying. And sometimes I land on circles like the ex-Muslim subreddit, for example, which is actually a community that I quite like because it's usually younger people, usually nerdier people. I kind of sympathize and all that. But then sometimes I see these people who are like, oh, I'm an ex-Muslim and, apostate prophet, he should really stop. He's, antagonizing this and that. And he did this and I normally agree with him, but he did this and this. That's so stupid and all that. And, he doesn't represent me well in this and that and that and that, and I sit there and I feel like, I appreciate it that you think we are all ex-Muslims and we are this community, which I, by the way, never agree with, and it's nice that you can kind of relate to me and you want to see a representative of yourself and your identity in me, but when people, just follow you the entire time and then just nitpick certain things that you do and then publicly criticize and insult you over that, I think, fuck you, man.
Right.
Seriously, fuck you. I mean, you are sitting there. I'm here, out here. I can no longer visit my country. I can no longer go to Turkey because there is now a court case in Turkey against me, and it will probably just spiral into an endless chain of court cases, which will result in so much shit that I will never be able to visit my family in Turkey anymore. I'm getting death threats. I'm getting threats left and right, and so much abuse, so many insults, so much graphic shit that is unspeakable left and right. And I'm going through all of that. And I'm still doing this, and I will never consider to stop doing what I'm doing because I feel like I'm getting pleasure out of doing this. I like doing this, and I will keep doing this because not even it doesn't even have to be for an altruistic purpose. It's just because I personally like doing this, and because I personally feel like, hey, this is something that I want to do. I want to go out there and want to say no to Islam. I want to stop Islam. I want to do this. I don't even want to, sell myself as this altruistic, good guy who wants to save the world. No, I don't. It doesn't matter at all. I'm just doing this because I personally feel like doing it. But I'm doing this, and I'm taking all that shit while people are sitting there and just, publicly insulting or criticizing me because they disagree with some method or something that I said or something that I did. And when I see that stuff, I'm like, man, seriously, fuck you.
I think disagreements, if they're coming as a position of like, oh, this is wrong, and you should, like, I think if it comes from a position like, I appreciate you and I'm so grateful to what you're doing, this is just a criticism because I want to help maybe you become better, I think that's coming from a good place. But if it comes from a position of being grateful for all you're doing, for all the sacrifices you're making, for the stuff that they haven't made any of the sacrifices that you have made. All right. So if they I think it's okay for them to be disagreeing with you, as long as they appreciate all that you have done and they show their appreciation. But I think like when they dismiss you, when they're so ungrateful, when they want to throw you under the bus just because you're not agreeing with every position that they have 100%, and because they think that because they're ex-Muslim and you're ex-Muslim, you have to be loyal to them and you're representing them, and if you have a wrong take that you don't like, you're embarrassing them. Like, who the fuck are you? I don't even know you. Why do I have to be loyal to you? I'm an ex-Muslim, you're an ex-Muslim, so all of a sudden I have to worry not about how I'm presenting myself, but I have to worry about how I am representing you. Like, when did you elect me to be your representative? Okay, I don't represent you, I represent myself, motherfucker. Right? Shut the fuck up.
Seriously, right? There's no ummah, like there's no ex-Muslim ummah.
Like there was this thing, for example, because of me recently sitting down with David Wood and laughing as he was eating the Quran, or me myself ripping up the Quran and making that public. Like many people were like, oh, I like AP, I liked him before, but he did that. It is so irresponsible, so disgusting. I don't want to have anything to do with him anymore. Like, fuck off, man. I'm seriously, people are telling me that I should be killed. People are telling me you should be killed, you should be executed, people should kill you, people do deserve to be killed, and this and that. And I am there simply saying, hey, is this worse than saying that? And then the ex-Muslim comes there and says, AP, I completely disagree with you, this is disgusting, you don't represent me anymore, fuck off. You fuck off. You fuck off. Come into my position and do that.
The story with your family and your mother in Turkey is really relatable, because when my mom got cancer, I couldn't go see her because of this whole situation, right?
You understand it. Yeah, you understand.
Yeah. It's very similar to Ono Romano's story as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. He can't go to Turkey anymore. Yeah.
Never.
The worst is when they say, "Oh, you're doing it for the money." That's the worst. That hits the worst for me, because I sold everything I owned to be able to when I couldn't afford Atheist Republic going, I sold my house to be able to get Atheist Republic going. And like, oh, Armin is doing this to get rich. I was like, dude, I was rich. I was rich. I stopped being rich because I did this.
And it's so real. Like, people have no idea what it takes. After my birthday stream, I didn't get drunk on the birthday stream, but it was afterwards that it hit me. And I spent like 45 minutes, because I get very sentimental, just 45 minutes straight, like telling Armin like how much even he doesn't realize how much he's sacrificed for what he does. Like,
okay, talking about money, I have some good news.
I saw Habibis.
Whoa.
We just hit 200 Patreons. Atheist Republic. What? I just had to double check.
I know, I did too.
I think I'm one of those patrons, by the way.
Oh, really? What an honor.
I believe so. I don't know.
We hit 200.
Yeah,
200,
awesome.
Guys.
Awesome.
Whoa, amazing that we hit 200 while we had Apostle Prophet here live. We hit 200. Oh, I know who it was. He's here in the live chat. He or she, sorry. Al Uza. No, that's the 1 hour ago. Al Uza Akbar became our 200th.
Fantastic!
Thank
Congratulations.
you. Aw,
You
thank
guys, do you know what this means?
Wow.
As long as we maintain 200 patrons, you get weekly blasphemous art.
Whoa.
Weekly. Yeah. Ridwan, this is what we promised people. We said once we right now we were doing one every month. We
Uh-huh.
said when we hit 200, we're gonna do weekly blasphemous art. Weekly 4 blasphemous art. So the one that is coming, Susanna, we have to have this right away, okay? So
I know, I'm talking to the artist.
Okay, so Muhammad and Rama has to be out immediately. The next week we're gonna have, which was the one next week? Do you remember? Oh yeah, Kali. I read one. We're gonna have Muhammad tied up in bondage, and Kelly would be whipping him. Okay, this art is an apology to all the Hindus that hated us because we have Muhammad tied up and Kelly like beating him in BDSM, right? So all the Hindus that hated us, now they're gonna come and like, oh, okay, we accept this apology. Thank you for tying up Muhammad and having Kelly like whipping him, right?
Yeah, because they were always talking about how sexy
makes sense.
Kali is just replicating Islamic dominance, and that gave me some ideas.
Yeah, you know how Islam dominated India and Hindus, and like this is like payback, right? This is now Hinduism dominating Islam. Yeah, that's
fantastic.
And I mean, yeah, Islam submission. It just makes sense.
Yeah. After that, I should host you on my channel again because you know what? When I had you on my channel during the whole Kali controversy, I noticed that the day that I hosted you on my channel and like 2 days after that, I lost so many Hindu subscribers.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Same thing with Harris Sultan.
I'm sorry.
So maybe to make up for that, I should host you again. After that, maybe those people will come back.
Yes, I kind of guys come back. Sorry, I'm sorry. Don't go away. Look at this.
Wait, oh my gosh, where is it? Someone was saying, Subhan Iblis.
By the way, really.
That was the first time in the history of my channel that my channel actually had a negative subscriber count for the day. You know, like a negative. It was instead of plus 100, 200, it had negative 200.
I'm sorry.
Armin gets everyone in trouble.
I'm sorry. Yeah, you have to my comment. I had you on, and I said something that got you in trouble. Then you had me on, and you lost subscribe. Why do you even talk to me?
I love it. I love talking to you.
Aww.
I love talking to you, Armin. Seriously, I love talking to you. Yeah.
Oh my god.
I have to say that. Yeah.
Even though I get you so much trouble.
Time for Karbala. No,
No. Okay.
We ride.
So the story behind this is that once we hit 72,000 subscribers, okay, just like in the symbolism of the 72 that Hussein had, right? So this Hussein is our member. He's going to be our general, and we're going to go take over Karbala when we hit 7. Like we said, the first Hussein was an idiot because he went to take over Karbala with just 72.
No women and children will be brought along.
He went to take Karbala, he didn't go to take Karbala, but he was in he went to a war with 72 people. We're gonna go with 72,000, and unlike him, people he knew he was gonna die, so he's the war criminal because he had women and children with him, knowing that they're gonna die from thirst. So we're not gonna take any children with us. Okay, the only woman actually we will take women because our women are fierce. Like Susanna is our general, right? Yeah. Yeah, so super chat really quickly. We Rafidi Shias are the real deal, Armin. Hey now, and then thank you so much for the 2 super chats from the New Renaissance. Where is that? Okay. Oh my God, I can't wait to see the BDSM. Yes, me as
You're
well.
welcome.
200. Yes, thank you so much. Science Hafiz. Science Hafiz. Science Hafiz. What does it mean? But thank you so much for 12 BKL my shoe. I don't know what that means, but that's a very good username. Aisha is no, it's not feet. What does that mean?
No,
No.
so then they followed it up with another super chat clarifying that they meant to say Lady Fatima.
Lady Fatima. Yes. Yes. So we got what do you but Apostle Prophet, I want to gift you a T-shirt
Oh, yeah.
with our Fatima. I'm sure you're gonna like it. It's not gonna be like really like it's gonna be like just very elegant,
Mhm.
sexy. Okay, it's like Fatima and Aisha. It's gonna be
Pro
elegant.
LGBT.
Yes. It's going to
Okay.
be pro LGBT, okay? They're going to
Okay.
have like a rainbow color something somewhere, okay? Wristband or something, okay?
Okay.
And we're going to buy you a gift with the T-shirt.
I never
okay.
say no to gifts, so
Okay, good.
no matter what it is. So.
Just hope that no pressure. You could wear it on your one of your live streams.
Sure, I could do that. Yeah, I could do that.
Nice.
Cool. I'll talk to you about that.
Thank you. Thank
Amazing.
you. I should probably leave, by the way. I should probably.
Yeah, we have to go to it's been 2 hours. Anyways, thank you everybody in the live chat. This was so much fun, especially because Ridwan himself, our great prophet himself, congratulated us directly live when we went to 200 patrons. What an honor, amazing honor to be congratulated by the prophet himself once we had 200. And guys, go become what Ridwan is doing on his channel is saving the planet.
Yes.
I know he doesn't believe that. I know he keeps dismissing how important it is, but seriously, if you want, he keeps telling you to stay away from Islam, but if you want the planet to stay away from Islam, I really think his channel is leading the way. So please go and become a patron on his channel. Just look it up. Go become a patron. Support his channel. It's a worthy investment. It helps the planet. Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay. And again,
it's not like I'm just humble. It's just maybe I don't care about the planet. That's why.
All right. And guys, we have to end this live stream by saying, stay away from Islam.
Yes.
Everyone, stay away from Islam.
Stay away
Hashtag
from
stay away from Islam. Yes. All right. Good.
Yeah.
All right. Bye, guys.